Hello friends and family! Today I am taking you fishing on the beautiful Juniata River. It's an early fall day, it is gorgeous out. I did a practice toss and I caught a big one for sure. I am actually not an expert fisherwoman. Surprise, surprise. So it's my fiance that's a really good fisher. I am just learning and he dropped me off. He has some work stuff to do. But before he headed out, he got in a few practice tosses to make sure the rod was going to work all right for me. Oh, also flashback to the car ride, I had a French toast sizzly and it was incredible. So, according to a fish website, you can catch everything from smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, all kinds of trout in the Juniata. And then of course your sunfish, your pickerels, all those good fish. I see a bunch of little baby fish down here, little minnows. You know what I forgot? I've been forgetting to put bait on. Well, another great catch of the day. Stick and some seaweed. Alright. This beach is cooler. Seems like there's lots of cool shells and old bricks and stuff like that. Right, normally we use corn, but we didn't have any, so Austin told me I could just use butter beans. Let's see if the fish like butter beans. I feel like that's gonna fall apart immediately. Okay, hold. Pop. Ah, yeah, my butter bean fell off immediately. Does anyone want to buy me a pair of waders and then I can go out further? That would be nice. I hope the nice older gentleman up there isn't judging me too much. I'm a novice, okay? Want to see if the minnows like beans? Okay, my dudes. Let's try this again. Woo! My bean stayed on this time. The minnows are eating the bean, everybody. The minnows found the bean. They love the bean. Oh, just lost my butter bean. Oh. I heard something splash to my right. I think it was my butter bean going again. But that was my best cast yet. It's gotta count for something. Okay, since I lost my bait, I reeled that one in pretty quickly. So, this is the Juniata River in Pennsylvania. When I first moved here, I thought it was pronounced the Juanita River. I did it spelled slightly differently, but it was quite the shock to learn it was the Juniata, not even Juniata. Oh, Pennsylvania. Ooh. Old piece of ceramic. That's cool. I might keep that. I love little trinkets. Honestly, this seems like a pretty cool place to find stuff. I mean, there's a bit of garbage, but there's also like river glass and old bricks and stuff like that. I lost my butterbean again. They're not cut out for this. On the bait goes again. Hold, unlatch. Toss, snap. Okay, being on this time. Not as good of a toss, but I tried to be gentler. Found another old piece of pottery. Maybe like a bowl or a plate. No fish though. No fish. Oh wow. Look, this is from like an old teacup or something. That's so cute. Well, there's a dead fish right here. So at least I know there are fish in the river. Anyone know what that is? What if I just found an arrowhead? Wouldn't that be awesome? Fighting the weeds over here. I caught more weeds. Yay! I just saw some decent sized fish. I tried to cast really lightly, but then my hook got tangled and I can't see them anymore. So, after a pretty unsuccessful morning of fishing, not catching, I decided to head into town where I got some coffee, enjoyed the beautiful mountains and Victorian architecture, and did some window shopping around town. After walking around town, I headed over to the local creek, where I found a surprising amount of treasures. This creek is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it is so deep. Well, if anyone wants red bricks, I recommend walking along the Kishikaquillis Krish Creek in Lewistown. Yeah, you're pickings of them. I bet this is from one of those old insulators. The really big kind, not the glass kinds. What do you guys think? Part of an old railroad? Question mark? An old ceramic pipe? Any ideas? Anybody? I can't make out what this says. Something Manufacturing Co. and like strength or something? It's cool though. Look at this ginormous ceramic tube or pipe. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I made it to a new fishing hole. This is where the Kish meets the Juniata. It seems really deep and really nice. I see little fish down there, but they're way bigger than the minnows I was seeing earlier, so that's a good sign. Oh, bumblebee with pollen.
You're stuck? I caught the biggest fish ever.
Austin joined me for one quick cast before we headed to lunch. A local had recommended this spot to me, but unfortunately we didn't end up catching anything. After heading home, I scrubbed up and cleaned a lot of the treasures that I found. There was a lot of broken glass, historic items, ceramics, cool rocks. I mean, it was very, very neat there. And I think there's a lot of history. One of the pieces of glass even said something about Lewistown, and there was a bunch of brands that I'm sure would be dated to the 1800s. My goal was actually to make some wind chimes or sun catchers out of these, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Life kind of caught up with me, but I think they'd be so pretty strung up and catching the sunlight. There was just some really neat pieces, and if you're kind of a rockhound or beachcomber like me, it was so fun. Okay, enough about my trinkets. My dad says I'm a hoarder anyway. So thank you for joining me for my beautiful day out on the river. I didn't catch anything, but it was an absolutely gorgeous day and I made the most of it. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to get outside.